Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mike Hudak with the GFY Social Club, and today's episode is brought to you by Anchor.fm. Now, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain it to you. First off, it's free, which is pretty awesome, right? They actually have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast straight from your phone or computer, which is pretty badass if you're just starting out. Then what they do is they'll actually distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. The best part about it is, guys, is you can actually make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Isn't that awesome? I love that. We loved that when we were first starting out. It was pretty sweet. It really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So here's what I want you guys to do. Go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor.fm to get started. You need to do that today. I guarantee you guys are going to love it. We trust it here at the GFY Social Club. It's Anchor.fm, ANCHOR.FM to get started. Download the free Anchor app. Get your podcast going. And I got to tell you, if anybody tells you that Anchor.fm is not the place to go to get your podcast started, well, like we say here in the clubhouse, tell them to go themselves. That's right, Anchor.fm.
Free socks.
Warning, the views and opinions expressed on the GFY Social Club podcast are solely that of the host and people with a sense of humor. It is intended for purposes of entertainment. Although we do not aim to offend, if you do find yourself offended at any portion of content during this show, the GFY Social Club would like to sincerely tell you to
go yourself.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Welcome back into the clubhouse. GFY Social Club. Episode number 5. We are excited to be here with you. We're excited you're joining us here on Anchor Podcast, Anchor.fm, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it. We're all on all of them. That's right. It's episode number 5, guys. We're really happy that you're here with us in the clubhouse. And we got a pretty stacked up show for you guys today. We got some ridiculous news stories. We got a special guest here today. And like I said, we are here in the clubhouse here in Austin, Texas.
Holy dog shit, Texas, only steers and queers come from Texas, Private Cowboy. And you don't much look like a steer to me, so that kind of narrows it down.
Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, twice a week podcast, man. We're here Monday, June 22nd. Got a great show for you guys. Before we get into that, though, let me introduce, as per usual, my partner in crime, the co-host, co-founder of the GFY Social Club, the man from the south of the north, the very funny Mr. Craig Fergola.
Oh, good to be back.
Craig, man, what is up? We've got a guest here today.
We do, and he already regrets his decision from the first sound clip. He's
for sure.
On the show today, my very good friend, our very good friend, the very, very funny Mr. Jimmy Carrigan.
Jimmy Carrigan. Yeah.
Jimmy Carrigan.
Jimmy
What's up,
the Cardigan on social media.
Jimmy the Cardigan.
We just had this great weekend because our friend Jimmy, he's leaving.
Yes.
He's leaving us, and
he is.
He's going to China.
Yeah.
What's that all about, James?
Yeah, it's just, I thought if World War III is going to start, it just should go where it's going to be,
Yeah.
All right. Do we have to be racist that early in the podcast? We have to start. Okay, never mind. Never mind then.
Oh, China.
James told me he was going to China because they knew how to deal with the coronavirus situation.
Yes, they did.
He from what he says, they're doing it right over there.
They are.
They're doing it better than we're doing here. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
So here at GFY Social Club, we do feel that China is asshole. Would you care to comment?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be everything fell apart. I mean, been asked to do a lot of podcasts right now, so I guess that's
good.
I'm leaving that behind.
I mentioned to our other comic friend Ben Smith today about the little border skirmish that they've had over there.
Yes.
James didn't know about that until I mentioned it. Might be regretting that decision a little bit.
They have that shit all the time.
That is correct.
Yeah, man. They're like going to war almost with India.
Yeah.
We just touched on that on Thursday's podcast.
But they've been doing that for like 3,000 years. So
yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah.
You excited to go?
I am excited. I'm fucking terrified too, but I'm excited.
I've been watching those old videos that they used to show kids in school, where like if you hide under your desk, it'll protect you from the nuclear blast.
Look, if China and India are going at it, I mean, America's not far behind. So,
So why don't you tell everybody what you're going over? Well, first off, let's just say this for those people that don't know, because I mean, our select group of friends knows who he is. Everybody here in Austin knows who he is, but anybody listening outside of Austin doesn't know who he is. James Carrigan is a stand-up comic here in Austin.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yes,
I am.
yes.
I was a stand-up comedian. And Corona just said, "Hey, you have those dreams."
Well, no shit. What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
To spit on the old stars and bars and pull up ship and move to China.
China.
So James Carrigan's he's a stand-up comedian here. He's a good friend of ours. So we'll get into that in the interview in a little while. But why are you going to China? What's over there for you?
Oh, just something different, to be honest. Like, just kind of, I've been in Austin for 12, 13 years now.
That's a long time to be in Austin.
Yeah. And I've been meaning to try and get out for a long time, and I didn't feel like I had an out, and kept thinking, I was like, well, I can go to New York, or I can go to LA, or I can go back home.
Sure.
Go back home to DC, and then I was like, none of that sounds good.
Right.
None of it sounds good. And I was like, and then I was looking for jobs, and then it popped up. It was like, hey, you want to teach in China? And I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, why not,
I
right?
can do that.
So I think that's what we're getting at. You're going to teach English in China.
I am going to teach English in China. They need someone who speaks good English, speaks good American English, which I speak real good.
He does. He speaks it real good.
Real good. And
especially when he gets excited and he starts yelling.
Look, we're not even going to get into this, okay? We're not going to get into this, Craig. You don't need to bring it up. I don't want to feel this way, but you bring it out of me, okay?
God damn it! Settle down. You're not trying again, all right?
Are you excited? Are you excited to go over there for the cancel culture that they got going on there? The social social merit system or whatever.
I think cancel culture over there is just the government shoot you in the head. We're pretty bad over here, but I think over there it's a little bit worse. China.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a little nervous about the whole ranking system and shit.
Yeah.
But, it's a year. It's going to go by real quick.
At this rate, we're probably going to have it over here or within the next 10, 15 years. Things keep going that
coming,
way. I mean, look at what happened with Joe Rogan. I know you wanted to talk about that.
Right? Yeah, we can talk about that in a minute.
That's insane.
It's really funny. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the canceling.
I know you're itching.
Of Joe.
I know you're itching.
Because, when any kind of social issue happens, I always think, what do my fellow open micers in the local scene think? And,
Get those nerds! Nerds!
They don't like the guy. It's that whole bro culture that apparently
it's ruining America, Craig.
Yeah, it's the whole bro culture while he's sitting across from an astrophysicist. That whole bro culture, yeah, dude, Big Bang Theory, brah. Like, this whole, well, they're trying to cancel Joey Diaz, right? That's
Joey Diaz too.
They're trying.
Well, both of them.
Well, they're trying to get through. They're trying to get to Rogan by canceling Diaz.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have picked a person who gives less of a fuck.
Seriously.
Like, his tweets coming off this have been just hilarious.
Yeah. They're trying to cancel Rogan too because he was fucking. Why? Because he laughed about it. About the story
this whole thing initially started when he said that people who wear masks were bitches. When he was just having a friendly little jovial back and forth with his friend Bill Burr. And people just are just running. They hate. That's one of my favorite things. I love several fellow open micers who are like, Joe Rogan, he sucks. You know, like, the guy that's had the 35-year career in the business that you're trying to get into. Like, yeah. He sure is terrible.
Just signed $100 million deal with Spotify for his podcast. That
Joe Rogan's not going nowhere.
No, not a fucking chance, man. Not a chance in the world.
Yeah, and Joey Diaz, if this is the story you're picking up on at this time, it looks awfully suspicious because you're like, well, he had a story 2 years ago about how him and his friends beat up a prostitute. Mm-hmm. Like, the guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was a coke addicted piece of shit for years, and people just like
kidnapped a guy at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Back in 1988.
But also hilarious. You know? When you're one of the best at what you do, you can get away with more shit. Lawrence Taylor smoked crack, but he's the greatest defensive player ever lived. So
whatever, motherfucker.
And that's kidding. But here's the other thing too that no one seems to be talking about. It's probably just fucking making this shit up. Because if this was that much of a problem, don't you think one of these women would have come forward at this point and said, like, yeah, I was the girl that he was making blow me to get spots in the belly room at the Comedy Store? Like, it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of fucking anytime something happens, just people dogpiling on this guy. He was never that funny anyways. Dude, Joey Diaz is one of the funniest fucking people that's ever lived.
He is pretty damn hilarious. I'm a big fan of Joey Diaz.
Are you getting a spot at the belly room? Is that what's happening right now?
No, but I would suck Joey Diaz's dick if you
sound like you're doing it right now. So doing it pretty hard. He was the best comedian ever.
Did those words come out of my mouth, James?
What?
Did I say he was the best comedian ever?
Basically, you're just slobbering all over his.
Yeah, good. Joey Diaz, Uncle Joey, if you're listening, I'd like a spot at the belly.
Me too. I won't suck your dick, but
also, you know.
But I don't know if I want.
I don't want to hear about cockroach superheroes or anything like that.
First of all, just saying that sounds cool. Okay. Just sounds cool. Don't make fun of my jokes. Okay, I'm not a comedian anymore. I'm going to be a teacher of children, Chinese children.
James Carrigan is a teacher.
I hate when a bunch of open micers are like trying to shit on cancel Joey Diaz. They should give his spots to me because I'm really funny.
Right.
With my jokes about fucking polyamory and whatever else. Go fuck yourself.
It's ridiculous, man. It just, I think it shows that people are starting to lose their fucking minds, you know? It's getting out of goddamn
quick cancel culture came back. People are like,
it did.
I think cancel culture is subsiding a little bit.
It's insane.
With the virus, and it roared back with a vengeance.
It's like it was sitting there doing push-ups the entire time, and now it's back, and now it's worse than ever.
Yeah.
And it's going. People are losing their minds. They're going off the fucking rails. Drives me nuts, man. It really does.
Maybe I'll book a ticket to China with you, James.
You should come with me.
You should. That'd be.
Pretty sure I can bring somebody, but I think it has to be a woman.
Well, I'm trans now, so I'll go
China.
Yep.
Did you hear that, Austin County? Craig Frigola is now trans person.
Excuse me, I've always been trans.
Oh, what a loser!
God, I'm so glad that they're not doing a social system in America right now because I'm losing points as I fucking speak.
As you speak.
As I speak.
Yes, you are.
Well, here's the thing, James. No one really listens to this. So
no.
You should be fine.
Well, you guys got sponsors, so I mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
We do.
This is a nice setup.
This is cool, right?
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We like to have fun.
I mean, you can start wipe that hangdog look off your face, dude, and actually
we do have a delicious beer in here for him to try.
We're just joking.
It is Sunday, so we are going to be doing booze reviews today.
Booze reviews.
We got booze reviews today, and we got a delicious beer in here. Actually, I'm a bigger fan of this one than I was of the one last week. So, it's going to be quite good. But it's crazy.
So I guess basically what happened is Joe Rogan called people bitches.
Yeah.
And then they just proved that they were by doing all this.
Absolutely. And it just he proved to everybody. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, cancel culture's driving me nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's funny though. You know what?
People who say cancel him or cancel that person unironically are just like the worst fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I agree. 100%.
What do you think, James?
Well, you know, can't cancel someone unless whoever they sponsor with cancels them, and if the money's not there, then they cancel them. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So if the money pulls out, but Joe Rogan's money is not going to pull out ever because everyone wants to listen to his shit because you can actually hear shit like that.
Well, it's great. It's like a long form conversation. Like when I'm not a fan of the guy, but when he had Bernie Sanders on, that was a really good episode because it's like you finally get to hear somebody talk in long form.
Hold on.
Yes.
It was a really boring
You're
episode.
not a fan of Bernie Sanders?
No, I'm not.
Wow, a lot of stuff's coming to light here today, guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely losing all my points. I'm losing all my currency points. I will not be able to travel outside the country now because of this.
Whatever, motherfucker!
Yeah. Well, you know, I thought it was pretty obvious for the longest time, but
really, was it obvious with your skinhead and a shirt that says "dirtbag" on it?
There he is. There's James.
There he is.
There he's going back.
And the fact that he's the only person that has a 2004 Orioles signed shirt that's worth maybe $130.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, I was there too.
That's only slightly less than the whole franchise is worth.
Yeah.
And even just slightly a little bit less than the whole city of Baltimore is worth.
You're not wrong.
Unless you're from Baltimore, then you're awesome.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we had that conversation on cancel culture because you know what? That actually leads us right into our first ridiculous news story of the day because we do this every single episode and people are starting to enjoy it from what I understand, from what I've been told. So it's time for news. Greg, this I can't even read this one with a straight face.
This is actually pretty awesome
because I love this guy.
There's a petition in the town of Columbus, Ohio, to rename the city Flavortown.
Who's going to be the mayor of Flavortown?
Well, I mean, it could only be Guy Fieri. Can we just stop with we have to rename these things because the person is racist? Like, if the thing was named more than 50 years ago, the person it was named after probably a racist.
Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah.
Trash can nachos for everybody.
Yeah. It's just like if we renamed everything that was named after somebody who was probably racist,
I would have to rename myself. Okay, I would have to rename.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the only thing we'd be left with was like Uber, but that's German, so it's probably not like Lyft. It would be Lyft. It would be all stuff that's spelled weird. That's not real words.
Fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean,
fucking Guy Fieri.
But go ahead and rename it Flavortown. That's awesome. I say go for that. If you want,
absolutely.
If you want to say I'm from Flavortown, that's fucking cool.
Well, I mean, have you been to Columbus, Ohio? Apparently, it's a real Columbus of a place. So it's like you should rename it because it's kind of like how the
well, no, you should fix the city. Worry about the name later. Maybe fix.
I don't know. I mean, it's like
I'm pretty sure Columbus was one of the murder capitals for quite a while.
Well, so was Columbus himself. He was a murder capital himself.
Is that true?
He murdered a lot of people.
That is offensive.
Did he actually murder a lot of people, or was that the people that came after?
Or was it the people that? Yeah.
No, he slaughtered a bunch of people when he got to.
Well, so it's named after Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
So go ahead, change it to Flavortown. Do you think they're going to put up a statue of Guy Fieri on there? The guy who looks like the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Yeah, that guy was.
Why don't we name it Smash Mouth City? I don't think they have any ties to racism, do they?
I love that stuff.
Hey, now you're an all-star. You might as well say, hey, now you're a white guy.
Hey, now you're in the master race, I think is what they were trying to say. Yeah, true. Hey, now you're in the master race.
That's a new.
Control the banks and the media. Get down, or however that song goes.
That's when you're indicted into the clan. They play that song. As they're putting on the hood.
You take the tassel on the other side of the hood, like when they, when it goes,
all that glitters is gold.
And then you move the tassel from one side of the hood to the other. Yeah. All right. So no more Smash Mouth Town.
Oh man,
Smash Mouth Town is out.
I was really looking forward to that too.
Flavor Smash Mouth Town.
Flavor Smash Mouth Town.
Flavor Smash Mouth Burg.
Flavor Smash Mouth Code Red Mountain Dew Town.
Look, it already is that place, so it's like
everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
So we're gonna put up a statue of Guy Fieri. What's our second story? What do we got here? I think I have this one. Yeah. Don't I? Oh yeah, this one was fucking awesome. This is another good one too. A package containing 32 bags of marijuana was delivered to the wrong home. Yes. So this is here in Texas. Right? Authorities in Texas were called to a family's home when they received an unexpected package containing 32 bags of marijuana. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said deputies were called to a Houston home, shocker, after the residents reported receiving a package they hadn't ordered that was filled with cannabis.
What calls the cops on that?
Well, I mean, if it's how did you say how many pounds it was, or it's like
32 bags? So, yeah, 32 bags.
So
it doesn't say pounds. I don't know. Could be 32 dime bags.
It could be 32. Who's going to? Probably pounds of marijuana.
32 pounds of marijuana.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is.
And if
people in Houston know how to party, they were probably pissed off. They're like, yeah, we ordered 32 bags of fucking high test coke, and we get this bullshit marijuana instead. Can you come get rid of this shit, please?
My favorite was what the sheriff said. Hey, they put in an Instagram post. They took pictures of it, and they said, hey, if this is yours, come on by and claim it.
Oh, is that like when they do the bullshit? Like, yeah, you want a free TV? Come down to the police station to get it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Retards who are like, oh, I only got 19 warrants out, but I want a free TV. It's a Vizio. Let's go down and get it.
I'm a big winner.
And they arrest them and they're like, well, it's entrapment. Well, is it, or are you just a
a dumb son of a bitch?
You're just a.
Don't you understand, you dumb son of a bitch? Don't you understand?
So Carrigan, did you want to read a news story, or should we pass it off to Craig? Do you want to get involved here?
I can read a news story.
Yeah, read us a news story. This is a good one too.
Cows take over a beer garden at a closed restaurant and hotel. A British hotel and restaurant temporarily closed due to COVID-19.
Shocker.
Yeah, no shit. Pandemics shared video of their beer garden being overrun by some unusual premature customers.
Yes.
A herd of cows. The Motat House in Acton Trussell near Stafford, England. I'm moving to fucking China.
Well, is it in England?
Yeah, this is in England, and I'm moving to China, and I can't even fucking say English names, for Christ's sake. Near Stafford, England, said workers preparing for their business planned reopening looked outside Tuesday and spotted a dozen cows wandering through the outside seating area.
Yes, were they wearing masks?
Where they were wearing masks. You put that in the damn parentheses and you're a fucking idiot. Oh my God. Yes, the cows are wearing masks because they get COVID-19 too.
Well, I mean, as we all know, only bitches wear masks. Joe Rogan said it, so it has to be true. And it's serious, so... Yes! Cows, bunch of bitches.
They looked at the outside our wedding facilities at one stage and looked like guests at a wedding. Wow. Yeah. This is such a boring story. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yeah, not much of a news weekend, huh?
Now you know what it's like to spend a weekend with James Carrigan at a ranch and wherever we were.
Yes!
Middle Hill Country. Should we tell that story, or are we?
We'll get that in the interview.
Okay.
Yeah,
we get some big.
You got 10 minutes set aside just for yourself, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you fill 10 minutes? You got a tight 10?
Well, not on stage, but like in an interview where it's back and forth, probably he can manage.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to handle it. I mean, I'm no Craig Pergola, but I will be able to.
No. Clearly, you are not.
I'm handsome.
Yeah. Handsome's a relative term.
So this this next story, Craig, I knew this one would sit really at home with you.
But I feel like I've heard this story before.
Have you? Well, it might have been old.
It's from 2019.
Well, that's because well, here's the thing. It's been making its rounds on social media again. So
Meth-Gators.
Yes.
Yeah, don't flush drugs on the toilet. First of all,
where are the Meth-Gators from, though?
Tennessee, which is weird. I didn't know they had gators in Tennessee.
Well, I guess they
do now.
I thought they only had volunteers in Tennessee. I think that's the name of the mascot of the college.
Should be Meth-Gators.
Here's the thing. No one who does meth is flushing it down the toilet. Done a lot of drugs in my life. Never flushed them down the toilet.
No.
If I'm in that situation where I have to flush them down the toilet or flush them up my nose...
I'm just going to do all the drugs when the cops break in.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's do them all at once.
When I used to work in a restaurant and one of the shitty managers tried to like fucking frame this dude. Now, granted, we were all on drugs at the time.
Yeah.
One of the managers tried to frame one of the people in the restaurant, but I just went into the bathroom after them and there was a line laid out on the back of the toilet seat. Well, that's clearly bullshit because no one just lays out a line and is like,
no.
Oh, I think I hear the timer going off on my fucking bolognese. I got to go check on that. We just leave this right here.
Yeah, if you put a line out, you're doing it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever put a line out and then got thinking about something else?
Well, I wouldn't know, Craig, because I've never done drugs in my life. So
that's right.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
You just put a line out and you're like, man, I think my electric bill's due today, and then I could do these things to bump my credit score up. You just put out a line and you do the fucking line.
There it is.
You don't. Man. Unless you're like Henry Hill in Goodfellas. The average drug user is not flushing fucking drugs down the toilet.
No. That's a waste of drugs.
Well, it could be someone who cares. Okay, they care about them, and they're like, I can't see you live like this anymore, so I'm flushing it down the toilet. Not knowing they're creating
like a bunch
Meth-Gators.
Like a bunch of dumb fucking narcs.
I don't know. My mom flushed marijuana down the toilet when I was 18.
Oh.
I got really mad.
Did you know your mom idiot Bud-Gators?
Oh, what a loser!
Who ate peanut butter and listened to Fish?
Well, that sounds like a great show. Hey, man.
Just fucking gator with devil sticks. Dude, are those 8 gators playing hacky sack right now?
Are they wearing Grateful
someone must have
Dead
flushed
t-shirts?
Coke on the toilet. On the way home, I saw 9 gators talking about businesses they were going to come up with. Someone must have accidentally dropped the bag of Coke in the toilet.
Oh, man. That was insane with the Meth-Gators. I know it was an older story, but it's just been up on social media, on the social media feed.
Yeah,
so.
that one came out. I remember hearing about that when it happened.
Yeah.
I remember thinking then, no self-respecting drug user is flushing their drugs down the toilet.
Right.
One for me, and then I'll fucking pouring out a drink on the ground, pull one in the toilet.
Yeah, seriously,
for old Tommy who fucking used to throw drugs in. I don't know. It's dumb.
Yeah. So moral of the story is don't flush your drugs down the toilet. Just do them.
I mean,
do them like a fucking adult. You know.
You paid for them.
Yes. Get what you wanted out of your money. God damn it. So. Well, that was good. That's our news story for the day, guys. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk to Jimmy the Cardigan. That's right, Jimmy the Cardigan.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, so stick around, and we'll be right back.
Yes.
Hey guys, this is your buddy Craig, the Ferg Doggy, hanging out here at the GFY Social Club. Just want to talk to you guys for a minute about Anchor.fm. If you're like us, and want to start a podcast during these tumultuous times, I mean, honestly, is there anything we need more right now than more podcasts? I think that's what's going to heal us as a country right now in these trying times, is more podcasts. So you go on Anchor FM, and it's a one-stop shop, guys, for all your podcasting needs. They have creation tools. It's all right there. It's all right there. The best part about it is they pay you. All right? And if most of you are like me, you're lazy pieces of shit who are on unemployment right now. Okay? We don't want to go back to work. And you know, that extra $600 from the government is gonna run out at some point. And you can get some extra money in your pocket just from using Anchor.fm. So here's what you do. You just go download the free Anchor app, or you go to Anchor.fm, and then you just get drunk and rant into a microphone like me and Mike do twice a week at the GFY Social Club. #join the club.
All right, welcome back, guys. GFY Social Club, #join the club. That's right, at GFY Social Club. Craig, we've got our special guest in here today, James Carrigan, and, Jimmy the Cardigan.
Everyone's been, what are the hard-hitting questions you're gonna ask?
Yes,
that's what
I've been looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about our little our dudes weekend we had.
Yeah, we had a dudes weekend. It was pretty cool. It was about let's get 4 dudes. Let's get 4 white dudes.
So long, gay boys.
Yes, super gay. It was super duper gay. And we go out to the middle of the hill country.
Sucking fuck fest.
We go out to the middle of the hill country, and it's pretty cool, wasn't it, Craig? It was pretty. It was
one of my first tastes of what
real Texas.
You would think of real Texas would be like.
Sure. Sprawling hills. Dude that didn't know how to talk well.
Awesome.
Tim.
Awesome.
Timbo was cool.
Our Airbnb host.
Nice.
Place was a little oasis, a mile and a half on a dirt road through a gated ranch.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Hill Country, Texas is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It really is.
Pretty fantastic. Let's talk about a special thing that happened when we were there.
Yeah. So there was a farm. And it was a goat farm, it looked like, and it was pretty cool.
A goat farm?
Yeah, they raised
goats.
Farm.
Goat, but they also had like deer. But yeah,
we'll get to that sound. We heard that a lot.
Yeah, that sound was heard many times.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, goats scream.
Yeah.
When in pain.
Yeah.
And they sound like
human screaming.
What I would imagine like a child to sound like when they're screaming.
Yeah.
I'm not Chris D'Elia, so I don't know specifically what that sounds like. But,
well, here's the thing: we saw the goats. And we're like, oh, that's cool. Well, that's cool. We'll have the goats. So we get in the pool, and we're just hanging out there in the pool.
Hanging out in the pool. There's a bunch of dudes swimming in their underwear.
And then then the family that was there. They come in there, and there was like a little kid, a little boy, and a little girl, and their dad, I guess, or some fucking dude. I don't know. We didn't really introduce ourselves, but
okay.
All of a sudden, we just see them like picking up the goats, and they're doing some, and then we're like, oh, they're tagging them.
They're like holding the goats, but they're like grabbing the rear legs of the goats.
Yeah, and at first we're like, oh, they're just tagging them, and then we kind of like. I'm like, no, there's scissors. There's scissors. There were scissors in the hand.
Ben noticed
there were scissors in the dude's hand.
No, they weren't even. They were garden shears.
Yeah,
like those heavy duty garden shears. They were castrating the goats. 50 feet away from where we were drinking White Claws in a pool?
We were just drinking White Claws in the pool, hanging out, trying to enjoy ourselves, and then we just hear.
They
They sound like people. It's the most. Yeah. We just hear that, and then they're just, and it sounds like they're screaming, like, "Please don't
cut my nuts off.
Don't mutilate my genitals." Is basically what these goats are saying.
Yeah.
It was
Nazis.
Yeah.
It was.
They were full on fucking castrating these.
Right in front of us.
Goats.
Yeah, it was
with garden shears.
What I'm assuming was probably like James said, the father, and the oldest one couldn't have been more than 8.
Yeah,
maybe 10.
Yeah.
And they're like the kids are like holding the back legs up, so like
So like the blood.
Front legs are on the ground. They're holding him up, and it's just like goat dick and balls, and this father
with garden shears
snipping off.
Jesus Christ!
No.
Yeah.
And then cauterizing. It looked like he was cauterizing it too.
Was he?
Holy
yeah,
That's what the smell
dude.
was.
Yeah.
I thought it was Aaron Caruso, but
dude, we heard that so much, so much. It was like, man, you're ruining our buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys got to have a nice little dude's vacation and watch goats get their nuts cut off, essentially.
Yeah, but we also played pool, so that was cool.
well, that makes everything better.
They had a pool table there.
They had a pool
and an
table.
air hockey table.
Yeah, an air hockey table, a pool table, and
So
a curved
that
TV.
made
it was pretty cool.
Better.
But then, as we were sleeping on that couch, just going,
sure.
What about those goats?
Well, I was sleeping in the bed because
you literally like walked in there and just laid on the bed before anyone else.
I claimed my territory.
Yeah, of course.
As the alpha of the group.
Oh yes, you're the alpha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That sounds like a good time. You got to see some castration go on.
Got to see some castration. I'd never seen anything get castrated in my life before.
No.
And now I will never forget.
At least not physically, just socially.
Just socially all the time.
Yes,
oh my God.
the time.
After this podcast, I feel like it's just.
Good thing you gave away all your shows before you did this podcast.
This is true. You probably be in some trouble. Yeah.
Who's going to take away shit from anybody, though? Who's going to take away stuff? Take it away.
You know, that's a really good point.
Who's going to take away
that's a good point.
Stuff you built up?
No, that's the funniest thing about this whole thing. Like, people are, Spotify just paid Rogan $100 million, but I've heard on other podcasts that for people who know Rogan, like that's a pretty low number.
Sure.
So they just paid him a shitload of money. And like, well, he laughed when this guy talked about girls blowing Joey Diaz for stage time. So you should. Like,
it's kind of funny though.
Funny? Yeah,
funny.
It's pretty hilarious. If a girl's gonna suck Joey Diaz's dick,
That's
the guy,
worst person to probably dick to be sucking.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. Like,
yeah. I mean, there's like him, and then probably right below him, that's worse, is probably Harvey Weinstein.
No, Harvey Weinstein can get you stage time though.
Well, he screen time.
He can get you whatever the fuck he want to do at the time.
Also has a rotted dick, apparently. I don't know if Joey Diaz does. Doesn't sound like he does.
But
he was, because it sounds like Joey Diaz was just putting the coke up his nose, whereas Harvey Weinstein was apparently injecting it into his dick. And so he had like a
injecting cocaine
rotted dick syndrome.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. That's disgusting.
Yeah, sure is.
Injecting fucking cocaine into your dick.
Mm-hmm. He gets launched in the belly room. That's like if I blew a cashier to get in front of line at Walmart. Like, get your priorities in order, people.
Yeah.
Is that something that happens on a regular basis?
No, not anymore. Not that they have self-checkout now. Back in the day. Time is money, guys.
Tell you how many dicks I've sucked to get in front of the line of Walmart. Let me tell you, it's a long list. My God. Remember, it was 1995, and I was really needing to get some snacks, and I thought to myself, boy, I just suck some dick.
Yeah.
I can get to the front of the line and get back to my sad life.
I bet if I sucked Toby's dick from the produce department, he'd give me £1.50 pounds, but he'd only charge me for a pound of turkey. So
wow, it's just funny. It's people scheming to suck dick. Wow, like in their manifestos, like I plan to suck these amount of dicks. I suck this amount. When I suck this person's dick, fucking got maps of the dicks.
If I sucked the dick of the bartender at Mr. Tramps, I bet I could get on in the first 5 out of the bucket. I bet that would happen. That's essentially.
And why would it even fucking matter? Like, here's the thing: is like if you're gonna suck dick for stage time, it's probably not gonna be good stage time. Let's just say,
yeah,
it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be. You'll be up there like, wow, I'm bad at this.
It's like, if you suck my dick, you can play Carnegie Hall. And they say, what's the best way to get to Carnegie Hall? Practice sucking dick.
Yeah.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice sucking dick.
That is correct.
That's the whole. People just say practice, but it's actually practice sucking dick.
Right. Right. It's really.
Sure.
This is a really good conversation, you guys.
Yeah.
So this is what happens when a show goes off the rails.
Yeah, is this supposed to be about me right now? I thought this was supposed to be about me.
Yeah, we were asking.
Here's the thing. James Carrigan, all the things that I'm saying, James Carrigan told me to say because he was too scared to say them. So
okay.
Gotcha.
they're actually.
Please don't.
I'm reading them directly out of his notebook right now.
I was wondering what that notebook was in front of you.
Which also has a swastika on the cover. I don't know what that's about.
God, you project so much.
He said it was something about like, well, the Hindus actually used to use that symbol, before it was
fucking Nazis.
Carrigan. We're trying to get Carrigan canceled. We're sitting here bitching about.
We're kidding. It's a joke.
We're bitching about cancel culture, and here we are trying to get him canceled from
everything.
From everything.
I don't think I'll be able to get on a plane.
Do you think they're going to let you into China?
And they'll be like, we listened to the podcast. I mean, we didn't.
Think they're going to let you in? You're going to get off the.
Christ's sake, dude. God. You don't even know. You don't appreciate the culture, okay?
I don't know the culture.
I don't know
the culture.
I'm going to figure. I will let you know.
I
how
like
much
Chinese
of an asshole.
food.
Yeah, I do
like
too.
Chinese food, as long as it's not dog.
Yeah.
I like dog.
Greg will eat anything.
Yeah. It's meat. Cook it right, I'll eat it. I don't give a shit. Dog, horse, parrot, whatever. Fuck, I'll eat it.
Stir-fried Shar-Pei.
Holy shit!
Yeah, awesome. So when do you leave? You said when do you leave? And you said you're going to be an English teacher.
Yes,
in China. Where in China?
It is Changsha, which is the capital of Hunan province, which is where Mao was where he became a communist.
Oh,
basically. So, and there's a giant, I want to say is at least 30 feet statue, 30 foot, like Mount Rushmore style statue of Mao Zedong in the middle of the city.
Who was a communist.
Yeah, well.
Well, I mean, have they not seen what the U.S. is doing with Confederate statues? They should probably be taking that down. I don't know who I need to talk to in China about this.
Yeah, I think you're really fucking stupid. Yeah, I can't say anything anti-Mao at all.
With a capital Y.
You can now. You can get out of the way now.
No,
and then once you're over there, I'll send this clip to a Chinese delegate.
I can say that. I can say that now, but once you get in there, you can't say it. Nah. This statue is literally fucking everywhere in that country.
Yeah, of course it is.
Mao Zedong, tyrant, murderous tyrant, right? Wasn't he a murderous tyrant? I don't know. I'm not up to date on my.
I did see
Chinese
a Facebook profile.
history.
Some fucking idiot in Chicago. Mao did nothing wrong. That's his quote on his Facebook. Mao did.
That's my favorite thing about like these people that really want to be communist, like really want to be socialists, and they're like, "Well, Mao didn't really do anything wrong." I was like,
He didn't really murder like 30 million.
And he also, the funniest thing is, I learned this because I was doing a lot of research about China. He told people to kill all the sparrows because sparrows were eating the seeds of Chinese workers, of Chinese farmers.
Makes sense.
So when they killed the sparrows, then like that's how things got done. Like the sparrows would carry seeds to other places. So effectively, there was a famine that was caused because they killed the sparrows.
Wow. So just kill all the sparrows.
And Mao was like, we just got to do that. And then yeah.
Well, here's what I think about that. If you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, I say you ain't gonna make it with anyone anyhow.
No.
And I think John Lennon stole that from me.
So you're leaving in August.
Yeah.
And you pretty excited or what?
I'm excited. It's going to be a new chapter. I'm leaving everything I know. I don't know. And this will be the first time I'll be in a country where I don't really speak the language.
This is the first time you've ever traveled to another country? Or?
No, I've been to Mexico. I've never left this hemisphere.
Well, I've been to another continent, I guess.
I've never been to another continent. No, I've never been to another continent.
Interesting.
Wow. First time I've been to another continent. So
in all seriousness, I do want to say I think it's awesome that you're doing this. I think,
Fuck yeah.
I think it's good that you're getting out of here. You've been here for 12 years, trying something new, and I truly wish my friend James the best of luck.
Absolutely.
I think he's going to have an amazing time, and I'm going to miss him. I really am.
He's going to cry when I leave.
We are.
He told me.
Well, tears of joy.
He's also told me a lot of things, and I know it's not going to happen.
You care to elaborate
Want to talk about that? Want to talk about the about coming back from Colleen?
What?
Coming back from that open mic?
What? I don't remember.
Yeah.
You don't remember getting pulled? So I was driving.
Oh, when we get pulled over?
Yeah. And then
because James was driving and speeding.
I was driving.
Of course.
So it's one of those places. This is one of the reasons why I'm going to China, because I don't have to fucking drive for a year. I don't have to drive for a year. It's gonna be great. But I was driving and the road was like, it was like right before the highway started, so it was like I was going like 60 and it felt right. And then I just see a car on the side of the road, and all of a sudden the lights come on and it goes, "You're going." The speed limit is 40, and Craig was freaking out.
Yeah, because I had a bag of.
He had a bag.
I had a bag of illegal fruit in my pocket.
He had a bag of illegal fruit in his pocket. And
I had Mexican tangerines in my pocket.
Mexican tangerines.
Yeah.
Mexican tangerines. Shout out to Mexican.
I really wasn't.
You looked fucking terrified, and I was way less terrified than you, which is weird because it's normally the other way around.
Sure.
But then as I'm signing for the ticket, Craig's going, "I'm going to help you pay for it. I'm going to pay half."
Yeah, I said,
I'm going to pay half
because I'm with you.
And then like
spoiler alert, not going to pay half of that ticket because I wasn't driving.
But you also said you might have had beer, and there's a chance we could have been in jail that night. So
yeah, well, you had a drink, I think, and I had those tangerines too.
Tangerines.
It could have been bad.
Could have been very bad.
But James has also told me, I think I'm just not going to pay and just move to another country.
There is a chance if it's
which I'm 100% on board with. You know, I'm a little bit of an outlaw myself, so I respect it.
You would have to learn how to drive on the opposite side of the road over there.
No, they don't do that there.
They don't do that there?
It's the right side of the road.
No.
Yeah.
And you can't transfer your license from here to there.
Well, I'm not going to drive.
No, I know.
Well, the other thing too is like the city.
That's why.
Him and I have talked. The city he's going to has what, 6 million people in it?
7 million people.
It's a huge city.
So it's like downtown Austin.
No,
but it's not.
Like,
it's not really that big. That's
New
the craziest.
York.
That's the craziest thing. It's like they're like, oh, it's one of the middle tier cities, and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
It's got 7
well,
million
I mean, because
people.
what is it like? Hong Kong has what, like fucking 12 million?
Yeah,
22, I think.
22,
yeah, it's mad. It's like the entire population of Texas.
No, Shanghai is about 30, and then 30 million people.
So I
Beijing has 30. I think Shanghai has 22. I'm not sure.
And it is 1 billion people. I mean, it's a huge.
Could you imagine living in a city like that where it's like the size of the square foot of the square mileage, I should say, on the city itself is so small, and you've got the entire population of like Texas in one city?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like how much they're like living on top of each other, how stacked on top of each other
they say it doesn't matter what your income is, really. They don't have houses there. Like they don't have it's all apartments.
Yeah.
And they're like, it doesn't matter how rich you are or how poor you are. Everyone lives in an apartment, really.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, if you go to like the coast cities, they have old houses that were built in the 1800s from like English and the Dutch and all them that came and colonized Shanghai and Hong Kong and stuff.
Yeah.
But besides that, they don't really have. You don't have a yard. You don't have a lawn. It's just houses on top of houses.
It's just piled on top of each other. It's insane. I can't even imagine living in a city. I mean, even like New York. I have no interest to go to like New York City, just because it's like there's so many people and they're all stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't want to be that. It's almost like social claustrophobia. Yeah. If that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it.
I've been.
I'm interested to hear about your experience.
New York's very overwhelming. Someone from the Willy Wags of fucking Maine.
Absolutely.
It's like It's it's probably gonna get used to it.
Yeah. I guess I'm interested to hear what your experience is going to be there. When we stay in touch and everything.
I'm supposed to be there a year, but who knows how long I'll be there?
Yeah. Well, as long as you go do what you got to do and you get there. I mean, there's not too many people that can say that they
it's good. You do it now.
Experience that.
You're
Yeah,
young,
exactly.
You're not tied down. I really am happy that you're going. I think it's going to be great for you.
I agree.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine, man. You'll be all right.
If there's any listeners that want to give me any advice, do it now.
Yes. Going to
all the 5 people listening.
I don't know how big we are in the Chinese. Who knows?
Chinese American community. I'm talking about people who have taught overseas. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Talking about that, or people that just lived in China.
Okay, well, there's none of those.
We don't know that. I don't know. We got sponsors, guys. We got sponsors.
We're more like if you're like, I want to talk to people who like drink at VFWs and
American Legions.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys, by the way. Shout out to the American Legion
troops.
Post.
Shout out to the heroes. The heroes, you mean?
Yeah. Shout out to them. Greatest generation.
It's weird. It's like it's like them and then guys who had sex with army dudes' wives while they were overseas. That's our main demographic.
So it's just you.
Well, I do listen to my own podcast, yes.
And you did have sex with someone's wife.
James,
while they were overseas.
please. That was a private conversation that we had.
Hey, it happened a lot, apparently. So,
a lot of other dudes.
Yeah.
She was a whore.
Well, this is going off the rails, folks.
Yeah,
it's gone off. It was off the rails since Jump Street.
I mean, how can it go off the rails? We got this nice type out of the schedule of what we're supposed to talk about.
Because it's
that's what happens when Jimmy Carrigan comes in the house. It just
fucks it up, man. Yes, this is my fault.
Yes, just gonna get in there, fuck all this shit up, and then just head to China. No big deal.
Yep. Well, James, in all honesty, man, I'm looking forward to hearing about when you get to China. I hope you get there all right, and I hope everything works out for you. And I know we're going to stay in touch. So
I am as well, and I want to say safe travels.
Yes,
I will. Absolutely. I truly, genuinely, and honestly miss you.
Yep. Yeah.
I miss seeing your dumb face and hearing your even dumber voice.
Hey man, it's not that bad. I sound good on this podcast.
And we got a couple more weeks together.
We do.
So we'll enjoy that.
Well, you know what,
James? Cheers.
I say we cheers that.
Cheers right here.
Yes, we are going to do a little cheers. But cheers. Here's what we're also going to do. We're going to do a cheers because it is Sunday. You know what that means. It is time for our weekly segment, and we are going to cheers appropriately with. That's right.
Tonight, we're getting fucked up. We all got wasted. We got fucked up and wasted.
That's right. It's Sunday, so that means it's Booze Reviews. We do this once a week, man, every Sunday night. And Craig, what do we got for our beverage of choice today?
A Revolver Brewing Blood and Honey American Ale.
This is a Texas beer, which I am a fan of. Actually, you know, if there's one place you want to have your beers come from, I gotta say it's Texas, because I mean, when you think about beer drinking, do you think of any other state other than Texas? To be perfectly honest,
well, here's my thing. It ain't no Budweiser, but I'm gonna
as per usual.
God, you're such a white trash. Oh my God.
That is a good.
It's not bad, right?
Honey comes through right away.
Right away. It's by Revolver Brewing Company. The Blood and Honey American Ale. It's out of Granbury, Texas. You ever been to Granbury, Texas?
No,
I can't say that I have.
Where is Granbury?
I have no idea. I really don't know, but I do like
fucking Granbury. Probably don't even know where Granbury, Texas is. Yeah, we're in there somewhere. It's a big state, easy to get lost.
I do like that it's 7%.
Oh boy, 7%.
Yeah, it packs a little bit of a punch, and you don't taste it right off the bat. Because I like to drink Natty Ice, you know that, right? I'm a shitty beer connoisseur.
Yep.
But when you drink 5
Ice, ain't no Budweiser.
There you go. Ain't no Budweiser. But Natty Ice is 5.9%. Budweiser's all that of what, like 4%? I think it's 4%. But no. So this is 7%. And when you drink a Natty Ice and it's 5.9, you can actually taste that it kind of tastes like shit. It does. It's Natty Ice. It's cheap beer. But this right here,
not Natty Ice.
Yeah, man. That's why I can down those
nice.
fuckers.
This is I've had this beer for a
Have
while.
you had it?
Yeah, I've had it. I've been drinking it for a while now. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Someone did tell me once that they thought it tastes like nail polishes in it, and it kind of ruined it for me for a while. But now having it again, I can't taste it. Yeah.
I don't taste the nail polish.
I think they might have changed the recipe.
They may.
Good guys for no longer putting nail polish in your
we really appreciate that.
I think you should cut that out. Don't cut it out. Leave it in there.
It's like when Four Loko took all the energy drink out of their. Don't take nail polish out of the Revolver beer.
They took the reason out of why people were drinking that shit.
Yeah, I know. Although we did have a couple of Four Locos a few weeks ago. Yeah, this dude got shithoused on a Four Loko. Four Loko.
Aren't they like 12? They're like 12% alcohol.
12%. Yeah.
Broke my phone that night.
Yeah. Got shithoused. It was ridiculous. So we say no to the Four Loko, but I will say yes to this Revolver Brewing Company Blood and Honey Ale. This is actually really good. You know what's weird though? Look at that. Holding it to the light, you can see the unfiltered.
Yeah.
Like you can see the shit like kind of swimming.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just opened this bottle, so I don't think I dropped anything in here.
No, it's like that.
Yeah. So it's got like it's unfiltered, so it's I like it. I actually like this. I'm quite partial. I wasn't a big fan of the one we did last week, but this one is actually
Traderade.
No, we haven't done Traderade yet.
Oh, that's right.
You got to bring some Traderade back. We talked about Traderade, which is awesome. I don't know if you heard about that one. There's a brewery out of Rhode Island, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. That because of Gronk and Brady going to Tampa Bay, they have made a beer called Traderade. And it's a Florida key lime and salty. It's something sea salt or something like that. So it's extra salty and sour, is how it's labeled.
Has anyone ever done a murderade for like Ray Lewis and the Ravens?
Ooh, good call.
Okay, so it is Father's Day.
Speaking of good fathers,
no, James, this comes out on Monday. Father's Day was yesterday.
Well, okay, so
are you fucking kidding me?
The curtain. Yesterday was Father's Day.
All right, so we're doing this live on Monday in the future. We're doing this live in the future.
Thank you.
Yes.
Don't you understand, you dumb son of a bitch? Don't you understand?
So when the Ray Lewis thing happened, my dad was like, he didn't do it. My dad was like, he didn't. No fucking way he did it. My dad, to this day, will deny it. And I actually...
How could he have done it? He tackles people so well. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way he could have done it. And my dad will flip the fuck out if you say that Ray Lewis committed those murders. He will flip out to this day and say, you do it.
Someday.
Yeah. I'm about to call him, and I'm going to show him that Orioles shirt. I'm going to send him a picture of that Orioles
I'll be like, Mr.
jersey.
Carrigan, what do you think about murderer Ray Lewis? I also heard Ed Reed is a pedophile.
No, Ed Reed's a good one on that team, I think.
Yeah, Ed Reed was. I met. I didn't meet him, but he was when I worked for UT. I sent you a text about it. Mm-hmm. One of the wasn't McCallum? Wasn't Ed Reed?
Was it Ed Reed? I think it was Ed Reed.
Might have been Ed Reed. Yeah, he was like he does a
dude was a hell of a player, man.
Oh yeah, one of the best.
He's really good.
But
both of them University of Miami.
But we can all agree, Tony Saragusa, real piece of shit. That guy.
No, the Goose was great, man. Shut the fuck up. Really great guy.
How his fat ass fell on Rich Gannon and broke his arm, and that's the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You know who they beat in that Super Bowl, don't you?
They did beat. Who did they beat? I don't remember.
Are you serious? I'm asking you.
You're talking about the Ravens.
But
They beat the New York Football Giants.
That's right.
Oh, is that when the Giants lost the Super Bowl?
Yeah, not one of the two that they won against the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
because they did that twice.
Yes, they did. They did
2 times. They beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
And you know what? I don't know if the Patriots franchise ever recovered from that after they won 4 more.
Well, not in my eyes, they didn't. In my eyes, they did not.
They went on to win 3 more after that.
Well, they're not going to be good this year. So.
Did they?
Well, they traded their golden goose. So
they didn't trade anybody. They traded Gronk, but that's because Gronk retired. Gronk is a little bitch. Gronk, in my personal opinion, can be a satchel of
Brady's
Richards.
gone, man.
Brady is gone.
End of an era, man. End of a.
It is.
End
It
of a
sucks.
dynasty. End of the dynasty, really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the end of the dynasty. I just think it's a transition into something new.
It's the end of a dynasty.
That's what a dynasty is, you asshole.
No. If the dynasty can continue, they can continue to win. If they win 10 games this year and make the playoffs, people are going to be up in arms. They're going to be like, this was not supposed to happen. What are they doing?
Yeah,
they cheated.
Because that division they played is so tough with Buffalo, the Jets, and
that is correct.
Whew.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Buffalo's not bad.
Buffalo's solid, dude.
Yeah.
Buffalo is really put it together. That defense is nasty. Their quarterback sucks dick, but they're still, dude.
That's what I think about Buffalo and all the AFC East teams.
I mean, they would stomp a mud hole in the Giants' ass. Just saying right now, they would. You can't deny that.
Daniel Jones, have you heard of him?
No.
Have you heard of him?
No.
Yeah, well, you will.
Daniel Jones? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The fucking that joke of a quarterback? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What would you say you do here?
The kid's a loser.
We'll see.
He was a quarterback at Duke.
We'll see.
He's good. He's good at very few things, and quarterbacking is not one of those things that he's good at. So, but
what would you say?
We got into sports off of the beer.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's what's
Austin's only podcast that talks about sports because
nobody else even knows what football is.
The only sports podcast in Austin that doesn't relate to Quidditch because that's all these fucking.
Quidditch is great, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quidditch is pretty great.
Yeah, dude. You heard about Peter Daniels? He's out of Anderson area. He's probably the best seeker that the Austin gay owls have seen in
the Austin gay owls.
I don't know. There's something about Harry Potter with gay owls. I don't know.
So long, gay boys.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a great joke, Greg.
Thank you.
You should keep doing comedy.
Yeah. Stick with it.
Keep doing it. You know.
Yeah, you bet your big floppy dick that was a great joke, James.
Oh, I missed that so much. I miss that so much.
That's a really great joke to James's if you guys aren't. Yeah.
It is a great joke. It is
I just burned it for him.
Great
What
joke.
a piece of shit I am.
How dare you?
Yeah, how fucking dare you, sir?
Seriously.
Come on, it's a great joke. I have people come up to me and tell me how great it is. I don't have any cool people come and tell me how great it is, but
great comics that include. Let's see.
Don't mention names.
That guy and that one girl.
Oh, wait,
Make sure you gender them correctly.
You keep losing steam there, Craig.
They thems that keep coming up to James and being like, dude, that fucking big floppy dick joke. That's this generation's 7 dirty words you can't say on TV.
That's true.
That's what that is.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just so glad for the compliments, Craig. That's all I want from you.
You fucking idiot.
With all your material about beating women, I mean, it just makes me feel so good.
Let the record show I have no material about beating women.
Not anymore, because you changed the joke.
That's right. Did you hear that sound, guys? That means it's time to give out an award.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. We're giving out an award. We do this every Sunday.
You fucking idiot. Piece of shit.
That's right. Golden Borner Award, Craig. Who's our Golden Boner Award winner?
I think we should just call an audible and just give it to James. I mean, we have someone picked out, but really,
our interviewee is the one who is actually the winner of the Golden Boner Award for today.
He's moving to China in the midst of World War III because they handle stuff better. He thinks Ray Lewis is innocent, and
I never said. I said my dad will flip. If you said that Ray Lewis did it, my dad will flip out.
Also, little inside baseball here. James refers to himself as his dad, so that's what he's actually talking about.
Wow, this is like some weird fucking Jesus Christ bullshit.
Let's get to our real. Okay.
Yeah.
The real Golden Boner of the Week award does go to my very good friend, James Jimmy Carrigan.
Yes, it does.
But we also had another one picked up. This one's pretty funny. It's going to a Florida man, because who else could it go to?
Well, of course.
Because anything goes to Florida. Come on down and do your worst.
That's right.
Florida man charged with manslaughter after shooting friend with a rifle.
How does that even happen?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see. A Florida man has been charged with manslaughter after he pointed a rifle at his friend and pulled the trigger, thinking the weapon was unloaded. Authorities said.
Awesome.
So
he shot his friend with a rifle
in the chest
because he thought it was not loaded.
But hey, I mean, after 5 days being up on meth, we all think the rifle's unloaded, right, guys?
The best part about this is did you see the guy's picture?
No. Is there a picture? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. We'll post a picture on the Facebook.
Can you see this guy?
Was the friend Jewish? Because this guy looks like...
Yeah, it looks like he's a contract killer for the Nazis. Oh, my God.
Yeah, holy shit.
That's why I thought this story.
Fucking Nazis.
Jesus Christ.
Can I see this? Was the guy Jewish that he shot?
His name's Shay Harkins? But his name might as well be fucking... what's the most German name you can think of?
Gulag Vanderbilt.
Wilhelm. Wilhelm.
That Nazi boy. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Nazis.
Can I see the picture?
Yeah, look at that. Dude, tell me Aaron Cerruti wouldn't fuck that. He would. Shout out Aaron Cerruti.
It's absolutely insane. The guy is a creep. Like I said, we're going to put this up on our social media page so you guys can see this too. So when you hear
he looks
this
like a fucking model, dude.
Now you're saying Nazis are hot. Oh my God. Craig Pergola thinks Nazis are sexy.
Well, dude.
Fucking Nazis.
They kind of were. Did you watch those Olympics? Those dudes are hot.
Hawkins said he returned to the bedroom and pointed the rifle at Cook as a joke. Cook asked Hawkins, "What are you going to shoot me?" And then he pulled the trigger.
Like, yeah, I am.
He pulled the trigger believing the weapon was to be unloaded, and the sheriff's office said Cook was rushed and
worst prank ever.
I'm sorry there, Cook. It was just a joke. I was just fooling.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I was just fooling there, bud. Hey. I was just fooling.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
What a way to ruin Wiener Schnitzel Sunday.
What's the guy's name again? Shay Harkins?
Shay Harkins.
See, there's like some, like, he should have been in fucking Braveheart or something. He looks like that, too. This guy's really good looking.
Sons of Anarchy looking motherfucker. He looks like the dude.
Like, dudes were definitely sucking this guy's dick to get stage time. I mean, no one would have complained if this guy was asking to suck the dick stage time, because that guy is fucking hot.
Shay Harkins. I say we cheers to Shay Harkins because you know what? You're an idiot. You're the winner of this week's Golden Boner Award. That's right.
Golden and a literal boner, because he's hot.
Fucking idiot.
He's hot.
Piece of shit.
We can't wait to get that up there so you guys can see that on our social media. So, fuck, man. Well, that's our show, guys. We've gone over an hour. Look at that. Can you believe that shit?
Wow.
It's insane. Yeah, we've actually did it. So, you guys got anything? Well, I know you're moving to China, so you don't have anything.
You want to plug like the gulag?
Anything you want to plug after coming out, man?
Yeah. Well, I don't really got stuff coming out because COVID has ruined most things.
How about plugging your social media?
Oh yeah, follow me at Jimmy the Cardigan on Instagram.
Yep.
And yeah, Jimmy, because my name
Follow
is.
me at the Chinese prison camp I'm going to end up in.
Look, you don't know that
within
yet.
the next 3 months.
Look, I don't have that information yet, but I will update you as it happens. Okay?
I can't wait to see.
God, I want to play that song for Chinese people so bad. Just so bad. Here's the thing. If you play that song, they wouldn't even realize that you're making fun of them.
He kept getting mad at me and telling me he was going to like, I will punch you in the face. I'm like, James, you should probably change that to like, I'm going to karate chop you in the face. Just so you're not totally over there.
That's karate is Japanese.
China. I think it was actually called Chinese boxing. That was a big Bruce Lee thing.
Yeah.
Chinese boxing.
Yeah. We know how to end a podcast here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We do. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing on your Instagram your first bat soup that you try.
I'm a vegetarian, so
yeah.
Well,
I might start eating meat. That might be a thing.
Can I get the meatless pangolin, please? a meatless pangolin quesadilla. Just the fur from the pangolin.
Vegan bat soup.
See, this is both of you. Both of you are the ones that give it the hardest time for eating just a regular quesadilla without meat in it. Quesadillas don't have meat in it. You add meat to it. It makes a chicken.
How dare you?
Yeah. Cool story.
Just saying, man.
Thanks for tuning into the History of Quesadillas podcast with me and Mike and our guest, James Carrigan.
Jimmy the Cardigan.
Well, this has been great, guys.
So you got your Instagram is at Jimmy Cardigan.
Jimmy the Cardigan.
Jimmy the Cardigan. Check him out on Instagram.
This is the only sincere thing I'm going to say, and it's going to be on record because I won't say anything else like this before you leave. But I am going to miss you a lot.
Yep. You've said this already 3 times before this.
Well, I'm saying it again. Okay. So go fuck yourself. I hope you enjoy yourself. I think you will. It's a grand adventure you're taking.
Oh yeah.
But I will miss you very much, and we'll stay in touch. And James is crying right now. Let the record show. James is crying right now.
There's a little tear.
He's yeah, because he's a bitch.
I am the biggest bitch.
Thank you so much for doing this. I really do.
Well, this has been fun, guys. I really enjoyed it, and this is a crack squad you got going.
Yes.
Crack squad.
I appreciate that. I'll take that,
and that's because
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's more of a coke squad. We don't do crack here.
All right, way to ruin the joke. Jesus fucking Christ, God, just end this damn thing, Mike. End it now. End it now. Why are we still talking?
Technically, we still got a half an hour to fill. But
oh, Jesus Christ, we got a half an hour.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna fart into the microphone for a half an hour.
Good jokes.
We don't need you to bring your stand up onto the podcast. Save that for the stage.
Well, James, we really appreciate you being here with us today, man. That's been a lot of fun.
I love you.
Do want to remind you guys, we're almost at 330 likes on our social media. Get there. Hit that little thumbs up, like, subscribe, follow if you like this.
And listen, bitches.
That's right.
Listen.
GFY Social Club at GFY Social Club YouTube. Twice a week, Spotify, Podbean, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and several other outlets. We really appreciate you being here. We'll see you again on Thursday.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so
long,
much.
gay boys.